This is my TinySA Ultra Plus, and I apparently did something stupid. Welcome on my channel. I really have no clue where this happened, but I broke my TinySA Ultra. If you look at the top left corner, you see that the dBm value is in red, which means that the signal level is not calibrated anymore. When I do the self-test, it fails on multiple tests with the message signal level critical. Now what? To find out what is wrong, I'll go to the tinysa.org webpage and click on the option Fault Finding. On this page you find a description to do the self-test manually. Just hold the jug button to the right and turn on the TinySA. The picture on the screen should look like this, with the yellow line at the left from about 0 dBm all the way down. And as you can see, my image is correct, so the mixer and local oscillator are fine. For the next test you have to connect the RF and cal connectors using a short SMA cable. Make sure you tighten the connector properly. Now select Mode, Calibration Output, 30 MHz and return to Spectrum Analyzer mode. The screen looks like this. The marker at 30 MHz should be at -35 dBm with a maximum deviation of 4 dBm. But as you can see, my signal at 30 MHz is -48 dBm, which is much too low. So I think we found a problem. If I follow the instructions on the website, I have to replace input switch U22. Input RF switch U22 is a XA17-G4K or an AS179-92LF. I have the parts, so let's open the TinySA Ultra. You only have to remove the 4 screws. No clips, no hidden screws. By the way, don't forget to remove the SD card first. And the TinySA is open. Before you do anything else, disconnect the 5000 mAh battery first. Remove the shielding which is closest to the RF connector. I'm using a plastic spodger so I do not damage anything. Now you can see how small everything is. Here is U22 located. Time to use the microscope. So, I use the hot tweezers to remove U22. I add a little bit of flux to remove the old solder. And the old solder is cleaned up with solder wick. Careful that you don't move the capacitors. I always clean up before I continue with the following step. To solder the chip, I tin one pad to position the new chip on one pin. And there is the new RF switch. And you see it's very tiny, just take your time. So one pin done, 5 to go. Always check if all the pins are soldered correctly. This is why pin 1 is not soldered to the pad. You better find out now. So U22 is replaced. Check again if all pins are solid. Better safe than sorry. Clean up and leave it behind as it was by factory, or even better. With the short SMA cable connected, I repeat the manual self-test as described earlier. And look at that, the 30 MHz signal is now minus 36 dBm, well within specification. Now let's see what the self-test is doing.
En dan gaan we de config self-test doen.
Yes, it is a pass. I have done the calibration already off camera. The dBm in the top left corner is already white. But I'll show it again on camera just to show you how it works. Now put it all back together. I remove the battery first before I put the shielding back. Reconnect the battery again. It's a bit of a hassle, the leads are short and stiff. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.